right now, if you could pick anybody you want to work with from WWE, AEW, the indie shows, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Right
What
now,
one?
100%. I mean, that's an easy answer. It's Gunther. I think he's one of my favorite wrestlers
Ooh,
right now. I love his style, like hard hitting. Everything makes sense. I think he is probably, I mean, in my personal top five, one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Um, he's an absolute stud. So that would be that's
he's old. Hey Ben, he's old school. So
he
when
is,
he would get
and it
listen,
works, and it works.
yeah. So when he was getting ready to wrestle Goldberg, I got to spend some time with him,
Hmm.
and I'd seen him on TV, and
Yeah.
I knew where he was at. He's working up that ladder. He's doing some big things around there. So when I met him, I was looking for one reason not to like him because he's new. He's about to beat my friend Goldberg. So but this dude right here, when I saw him work in the ring, he knew how to work
Hmm.
with a legend
Yeah.
like Goldberg. He knew how to say yes, sir. Anything you want to do, and then he was just so nice in the ring.
Hmm.
So when he got out the ring and he was walking past me, and Shane Ham said, "Hey Gunther, this you probably don't know Ernest." He said, "Ernest the Cat Miller. Somebody called my mama." He warned me. He warned me over because I mean, not that I was surprised he knew who I was, but the way he delivered that line and how nice he was. So he's a great guy, man.
I
He's
have heard that. You're killing his gimmick, by the way. You're killing his gimmick, yeah.
oh yeah.
But
Well,
I'm sure Shane's saying that. I'm sure Shane wanted Gunther to say, I don't know who he is. Knowing
now now now
knowing
now
Shane, knowing
now
Shane.
Shane don't play with me like that. I don't know if you know this, Big Ben. Big Ben, I'm the real deal. I'm the shooter.
Oh,
They
I
don't play
know.
with me. They don't play with me in that
No,
goddamn in
I'm
that
sure Shane
business.
knows
Oh my
it too.
God.
Yeah.
Shane's a character, though. He is a
So
character.
so so do you think with me watching wrestling and going back to this, I'd never really like to see two big guys in the ring
Hmm.
going wrestling. I didn't like to see Big Show and Kevin Nash together. I mean wrestling each other. I like that. I like that picture of big and smaller. Now, how this small guy going to beat this giant? You know what
That's
I'm saying? I mean,
that's the
was this
best story.
giant? So that's a good story.
It's the
So
best
if you
story.
had to pick a smaller wrestler, and I think I know who you're gonna say, but I want to say who would you pick to wrestle?
Now, all time or just currently? Like current wrestler or like anybody all time?
Anytime, anybody
Oh,
first.
Bret Hart. It'd be Bret
Bret
Hart.
Hart.
Yeah, just because of the way I saw when he worked with all the bigger guys, he always made him look. He always made him look like a
Make him
million
look like
bucks.
$1 million.
He did. Nash, Sid, all of them. Yeah, from a
And it was
working standpoint.
believable that he was able to wrestle up to that level with somebody. You believe what he was doing to him because he was so technically sound.
Yeah,
He wasn't flying around,
yeah,
all over. He was working
and
a body part and all that other stuff.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
and I'll be the first. And I'll be the first to say I'm not like a huge Bret Hart fan as a wrestler, but like just the way he worked with bigger guys, it was really what stood out to me. I wouldn't put him on like my top 10 of like guys I love to watch, but just I love the way he worked.
Tell me your top 10 then.
Oh,
Let's
we're gonna
say
go into the top
Brad
10.
Brad Hart won't be there. So I'm gonna
No,
take him. Put
I'm
him on the
partial to
top.
I'm partial to the
No,
bigger
no,
guys.
no. You just said Big Brad Hart won't be there. Tell me your top 10.
Oh man, I gotta go. I
Coming
gotta
in at
do it
number 10.
off the rip. I mean, I'll just give 10. So obviously Kevin Nash, Kane, Undertaker, Sid Vicious, Mick Foley, DDP. That's 6. Um, you know, man, if I could do another.
Goldberg.
The guy, top 10. I love I
Okay,
did
all right,
Scott
all right.
Hall. Scott Hall, of course.
Hall.
I got to
Yeah.
put Scott Hall up there. You're gonna think I'm bullshitting with you, Cat, but you're pretty up there. I don't know, top 10, maybe
Talk
top.
about ass
You know
kissing.
what?
All
Maybe
right.
top
He's
maybe
in the
top
top
15.
10.
Top 15. Top
Hey,
15.
hey,
I loved Cat. I'll be the first.
hey,
Dude, I was a huge fan.
hey, listen. I used to put guys over with my mouth. Just talking so much,
Yeah,
talking so
that's what I'm
much,
saying.
and
But
I can talk to a
that's what
big
it's
guy.
about. That's what
And
it's about.
you know, I learned. Yeah, hold those numbers, Ray. I learned one thing: if you ain't got to do a lot of bumping around, and you can get popped in the mouth and make the crowd pop, that's the best way.
That's it.
So understand. I appreciate that, but go ahead. You at
All right,
number
I'm
what
taking you
now?
back out. You were
I'll-
8,
Yeah.
but now you went to 15, so we're taking you back out. We're still
Okay,
at 7.
take me out. Take me out.
I'll put Gunther up there because he's
Gunther.
turned into one of my favorites.
There's one obvious that I have not heard yet, and I'm like, why?
One obvious.
Well, it's the big.
No, you know
show.
what? I don't know. I don't know. I respect him. I don't think. Never was.
Never
I
was
was
a big
never.
fan
I
of the
was
Giant?
never was like a huge fan of all like the big guys. It just I don't know. Never.
I mean, but if you were going to put like Elegante in there and not the big
Oh
show.
no! I mean, the thing is like if I'm ranking like the best big guys, yeah, of course, Big Show would be up there. He just wasn't ever one of my personal favorites, is what I would say. If I have to end the list, I gotta go with Stone Cold as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a good impression, Ray. Wow, you're pretty good.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
You're
it.
good. You're good. And then rounding out the list, I was always a huge. I'm gonna put them together, but I was
Hogan.
I was a big fan of. I liked, but Hogan was a little bit. Like, I didn't start watching until like
Yeah.
in like the later
Yeah.
'90s, early 2000s.
Mhm.
Obviously liked Hogan, but I was more of a fan of Nash and Hall. I'll put these two together because they were my favorite tag team with the Dudley Boys.
All right. Now, I'm surprised you didn't throw The Rock in there because I know you're a funny guy like myself.
Yeah.
You find the humor in life, and nobody made me pop harder laughing my ass off than The Rock.
No, I
His
still
promos
watch.
were
I
the
still
best.
watch some of those. I still watch some of the old Rock and Stone Cold promos. They're
God, they were the
hysterical.
best.
Oh, they were great.
Absolute best.
They're great, especially when he would mess with like Coachman or
Hang
Kevin
the shirt that
Kelly
he's
and
promoting on their face.
oh yeah, they're great. They are. We used to in college sometimes just pregame and before we went out to the bars, we'd watch old like Rock or Stone Cold promo compilations on YouTube. They're great. We got us fired up.
Now, if you could go anywhere, what do you think you fit right now? First of all, let's back up a little bit. AEW. Do you watch any of the AEW content?
I do. I follow. I'm not going to say I watch religiously. I don't watch every single show and every minute of every show. I think most wrestlers who would tell you that are probably lying. But I do keep up with it. I think I'm confident in my abilities, Kat. I mean, I'll be the first to say it. I think you could put me anywhere on TV and it could work. I can be comedic. I can be serious. I can be the big guy. I can be the butt of the joke. I can do a lot of things. It's just waiting for that right person to see it. But when it comes to AEW, I know they do have their style has always seemed a little bit more geared towards smaller guys, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's their fan base. That's what they like. I don't know how well I'd fit in. I think in the right spot, I think I absolutely could. And if given the chance to, I think I could make really great TV with whoever. And because I am very versatile. But I right now, I believe if I had to choose, where it'd be. I think the best fit for me right now would be like a TNA. Because this is the reason. And this is the reason. I'll give you the reason.
All right.
I'll give you the reason. Because I do think TNA right now is as good as it's been since probably like the early 2010s. And when they were really hitting their peak. I think it's hit another peak over the past year. And there's a lot of guys there that I've worked with and a lot of guys there that could vouch for me, guys like Cardona, Brian Myers, Nick Nemeth, all guys who have actually gone to the management there and tried to push and say, you got to bring this guy in. You got to bring this guy in. Now I get it. A lot of it is timing. But after the WWE tryout, here's the thing, I was told, you did great. You made a great impression. You were a standout at the tryout. However, we just don't need you. And through the grapevine, I heard it was a little bit because of my age, because I am 35. So I'm not a spring chicken.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I look great.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was 35 when I came in.
It's a different
And
time though.
DDP was older than that.
It's a different it's a
It is a
different
different time.
time, but it's still the right way.
But yeah, it's
35, I knew exactly what I needed. I knew what I wanted. Not just the cameras, action, the fame, and I knew what I had to
mhm,
get what I want from there. It's a lot
absolutely.
of things I prioritize.
Yeah. And that's not what's stopping me. I'm not going to say
Okay,
like, oh,
all right.
I'm 35 and I'm just going to hang it up because WWE doesn't
No
want me.
way.
There's other ways
No,
to do it. So that's why I think, a place like TNA I could thrive at, and I could do a lot of great work there.
man,
Um,
the hell with TNA, man. You need to go straight for the WWE like you're doing. You believe in yourself. Go for W. That's the biggest company
of
in the
course,
world.
of course.
Go
And
there.
that's
Anything else you can trickle down on.
a goal, and that's absolutely a goal. And
I
but
think he's right.
as of now though, and what they're looking for, I'm building my name up, I'm building my brand. However,
Yeah.
I'm not a YouTube influencer. I'm not
Mhm.
somebody who has 700,000 followers and coming out of college at 22
All
years
you
old.
got to do is buy them.
What's that? Oh, buy the
All you got
followers.
to
Yeah, a
do
lot of
is
people do
buy the
that. Yeah,
follower.
a lot of people do
Buy the
that.
follow. Come on,
I,
brother.
I haven't lost all integrity yet. But everything. That's the thing, is that my whole following has been all organic. I haven't had a big platform. I haven't had all these guys like sharing my stuff all the time. Now it's starting to happen. Like an organic following on my own, and I think there's something to be said about that. That a lot of guys aren't able to do, and a lot of guys that are stuck on the indies and just can't get to that next level of figuring out how to make themselves more marketable. And that's helped me a lot. And like you said before, Kat, it has, yes, I've gotten better in the ring, but a lot of my appeal has nothing to do with my wrestling. A lot of my
Mhm.
appeal has been because of the social media content that I make. And people have really liked that,
Tell us how
especially.
to get to it so we can put it up where people can see it right now
Oh
to help
yeah.
get your followers up.
Yeah, at Big Trouble BB on all platforms. So whether it be Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, IG, TikTok, I've really got the most followers on Instagram right now.
One more
Uh,
time. What now?
at Big Trouble BB. So Ben Bishop, Big Trouble BB.
At Big Trouble
There I
BB.
am. There I am. Yeah,
It's already up, Ray. We got coded.
Well, I'm just talking
So
about for me
big,
when this is over with.
so Big Ben. Let me ask you something.
yeah.
What do people expect to see when they see you in the ring? What do you want people to see?
What
What
I
should
don't
they look for?
To most, this looks done, broken, hopeless, a teardown. But wiping the slate clean, that costs more than money. It costs time, resources, and waste. Resight sees more. Beneath the wear, potential. Beneath the cracks, opportunity. We reinforce, we regrade, we reimagine. Because smart fixes save time, money, and the planet. What's old isn't broken, it just needs the right hands. Resight. Practical solutions, lasting value.
Well, the first thing I want people to realize is that I am there, and the number one thing any wrestler should be ready to do once you walk through the curtain and you get in the ring is you want to entertain who's in the audience. It shouldn't be to entertain yourself or to pop yourself and to just do a million moves and show like, hey, look at how good I am at moving around and doing gymnastics, right? Like, that's not what it should be. It should be about entertaining people. So the number one thing, I want people to go to a show when they see Big Trouble Ben Bishop. I want them to leave the show remembering me. And it's not going to be because I can do outstanding feats of athleticism off the top rope. I'm not doing 450s. There's a lot of guys that can do that and they get over doing that, and that's amazing. The athleticism is incredible. They can do a lot of cool stuff. But every time I go to a show, whether it be, I've been all over now, whether it be Indiana or Kansas or Florida or South Carolina. I'm going to New England in a few weeks, where I'm from. No matter where it is, I can get myself over in front of a crowd. So I want people to leave there saying, I want to see Big Trouble Ben Bishop again, because he was so entertaining, he was so engaging. That is somebody when I want to go to a indie wrestling show, because it's much different, this, between TV and indie wrestling. When
Mhm.
in indie wrestling, you got to understand the audience. You got to understand people want to be involved. They want to be part of the show. They want to go there and have fun. Like if you go to a band, you see a band at like a big bar, it's more intimate. And so I want people to be leaving saying, I want to see Big Trouble again, because that means I will be brought back and I'll have more opportunities, especially at some of the better indies that I've been working at recently. So when I'm in there, I just want people to see that, know that I'm there to entertain. I'm there to entertain. I'm there to show off what I can do and then also tell a story, because I hate when it gets away from that in a wrestling match. And if people are sitting there and they're confused, you're going to lose them. And if they don't know who the face is, who the heel is, that's not the type of wrestling I like. I grew up I didn't like that. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't watch wrestling for the amazing feats of athleticism. I watch it because I want to see a story of two compelling characters going out there and putting on a show.
So if you were going to be a tag team,
Mm-hmm.
who would be your tag team partner, and who would you like to wrestle against?
A tag team. If I had to choose any tag team partner to be with me, I mean, you know what it's really missing right now there's no like big tag team. There's no like skyscrapers anymore. There's no natural disasters, So I personally think me and Big Bill could make a great tag team, especially in AEW where everybody's pretty small.
I bill you as his brother.
Yeah, and people, and that's the thing. Like sometimes I'll walk in place, people have to look twice because they'll think like, oh, because they'll just see like a
Big
shadow.
Cass. They think
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's leaving money on the table that no one's taking
Bill and
advantage
Big
of that.
Ben work for me. I'm
Right?
just telling you.
Yeah, I mean it looks great. I mean you had the Harris.
You could call the team Big Trouble.
Exactly.
You're Big Ben, he's Big Bill, Big Trouble.
Because
hey Ben.
Yeah.
Who would be your tag team partner? Big Bill, and who would you guys want to wrestle?
Who would we want?
Who do you think that team will best work with?
The Hurt Syndicate.
That's one.
Yeah,
I think the
one.
world. I think the world of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. But I think a team like that. I mean, you look at guys like they're two of the best right now. You know who two guys I really like? I like them as people, but I also like them as wrestlers. Is Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey. Because there you go. Yeah. There's two smaller guys. They could easily be a babyface team, underdog team against two massive human beings. Because that's what people want to see. I mean, you go to the circus, right? You don't go to the circus because you want to see a guy that looks like you sitting next to you, right?
Exactly.
Up there. Now, like you look in the circus at the guy that's in the circus looks like just like the guy that's sitting next to you in the crowd. It's like, well, why am I paying for a ticket? You go to see the elephants, you go to see the acrobats, you go to see the clowns. You're not going to see average Joe Schmo walking around the ring, the ring up there. So that's what I think wrestling gets away from, is that you got to have larger than life characters, and they don't have to always be big guys. I think someone like Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey are able to get themselves over because they can both do amazing things, and they are larger than life characters in their own right.
Hold up, Ben. Ray, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I see you.
I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there thinking about.
Is your chest, your heart, is everything okay?
It's still out of rhythm, but yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I'm just sitting there taking it easy. But the guys that are with Don Callis, he took him in the trade from Jake the Snake, the Murder Hawk,
Lance Archer, yeah,
Lance Archer, and the Machine. What's his name? Brian Cage. You and Big Bill against those two. That I like. See, I'm not like Cat. I like to see the big guys go at it.
Not me. I don't like to see the big guys. I don't like to work with the big guys too much because they're clumsy and they'll fall on somebody and hurt them. But let me ask you something, Big Ben.
Yes, I have a point to that. But what are you going to say?
No, go ahead. Then I'm gonna come back right after.
I was gonna say that does happen a lot. And that's kind of the issue on the indies, is that I think big guys, you have to prove yourself a little bit more than everybody else, because I'll work with people and be like, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. I haven't hurt anyone in 6.5 years of wrestling. I
Bro,
haven't.
that's why you on my show, because I'm
Yeah,
telling you, you good. You're
yeah.
not just a big guy. I really like your
I appreciate that, man. That
your
means a lot.
character. I like your work in the ring. And I just like you a people person. People like you.
That's
The
what you got
the
to be.
wrestling the ring the ring or the wrestling roast that we did, ringside roast. You did excellent on that. I
Thank
thought you
you.
did great.
I love that stuff. I do, and that's something I've been doing a little bit more of, and actually doing some stuff with a guy Shane Hartline, and doing some of the stuff with his
Oh man,
nearly
I
average
was
wrestling.
you know, he probably mad at me. I was every time I tell that guy yes when he come to Atlanta, somebody pulled me away to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I don't know the guy, so I don't know what to expect. Even I don't know if I should just say, "Hey, Stevie Ray, I can't come to Texas. I got to
Yeah.
stay." I just didn't know. How
No,
is that?
he's a
How is
good
that? Is that
guy. It
fun?
was a good guy.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, you know, and he's trying to build it up. He calls it nearly average wrestling, but it's not really wrestling. It's more of like a improv type show.
Oh, okay.
And I was there with it was me. It's like basically I was a judge along with Zicky Dice and Jimmy Wang Yang the last time
Oh,
that we did it.
I like Ziggy Dice. I
Yeah,
love Ziggy.
he's a character as well. So yeah.
Now, let me ask you this before I cut you. I know you were getting ready to go somewhere, go into saying something, but a guy like Ziggy Dice, what do you think holding him back? I mean, he got the yik yap, he can talk. He
He's got a
seems like
great look. He's got,
yeah. What do you think hold a guy like that back?
you know, he's definitely had chances. He had
Oh,
NWA, he had
okay, all
TNA,
right.
he had
Okay,
TNA.
okay.
You know, and that's the thing. Some you just don't have answers for a lot of guys. And I think unfortunately, you know, there's not a spot for everybody. There is a lot of talented people out there, and he just hasn't kind of gotten to that next opportunity yet, unfortunately. I think he's very talented. I've wrestled him a bunch of times now. I think he is, you know, no pun intended, he sure is outlandish. And,
He
you know,
is.
and some people either are going to love him or hate him, and that's kind of how his gimmick and his
I love
character
him.
is. I
Hey,
do too. I do too.
I love it. Listen, my wife never laughed at anybody but me when she come to the wrestling shows.
Yeah,
She
I'm sure
was at one of the shows and Ziggy was there.
he's
And
great.
when he got through cutting the promo, she was laughing so hard
Hmm.
at some guy in the ring. That's who is the guy she's laughing at? When I found out it was him, I actually sit down and I watched his next match. And it was fun. It was
He's fun.
entertaining.
It always
He's
is.
I mean, he you know, but a guy like that, man, you expect to see them in the big time, and to them, that is the big time. And the work you do is big time. Now,
That's how
anytime
you
you
got to
get
treat
in,
it.
yeah, anytime you get in a ring, you got to treat it like, hey, man, this is my life. Because if not, it could take your life.